to the pirate captain of all pirates, Mark Mansell's annual gathering of those who should not be gathered at any one place at any one time. We hope you are going to enjoy tonight. It is billed as a
technical difficulty.
Good job, I like it.
Yourself.
Hold on, we're back.
All right.
Ready.
All right. All right. I am about as technically astute as an ant that's been squashed on the sidewalk. So I have Harley to help me. What do you want?
Just speak into the mic.
Speak into the mic. All right. It's billed as a fun night. It's the Pirates Ball. We have some little simple pirate games. The captain has arise. All you Jaegers say, raise your hands and go, "Or" to the captain. On the table, you should find a treasure map. It looks like this. There are several challenges for you to do. And when you have completed them, you take them over to the first, second, and third mate, past district governor and current zone chair, Kathy Crawford. At the end of the evening, we are drawing for some great pirate prizes. Everything you need to play this game is found somewhere in this room. First thing is your pirate name. Do not forget your authentic pirate name. In about 15-20 minutes, we will be starting with the humorous stories. So if you are a Camas Lion, you are first up at the microphone, followed by Longview Kelso Early Birds, and then by that scallywag from Longview Pioneers, Steve Patterson. And then we have a 5-minute achievement speech. We have a guest performer, musical comedy, musical performance, and then 3 more humorous stories. So take a deep breath, enjoy yourself, get your Pirate's grog over at the bar. And I'll see you in about 15 minutes. That makes sense.
Am I on for a humorous story?
various 4 points of the compass that always point southwest. For your pleasure, please do not bang your mugs, pound your peg legs, or do any other nefarious things. We will be entertained tonight by 3 storytellers that were captured, we unaware, and we really don't care. And then we are going to have our one club that's going to present their 5-minute achievement speech, hoping that they can maybe win and pay their bond. Then we are going to be entertained by musical people extraordinaire. You are not going to believe what you see in here. Then we're going to go back to the storytellers, and we're going to have 3 more storytellers. And we're going to end it all with a fantastic, out-of-this-world, unbelievable, no bands, no elephants, and no jugglers, but it will be a pirate, the likes of which will be on television's news tonight. So, if you have a treasure chest or a treasure hunt paper, you have your pirate name and you have completed all of the various tasks, be sure to drop it in the treasure chest for a chance to win a prize, a leftover prize from other treasure hunts, but a prize nonetheless. All right, before we go any further, I would like to have our judges for this evening please stand up and be recognized. All right, judges. Of course, you're a pirate. Judges, are you ready? You have your papers and everything ready? You know who will be standing for the 1-minute warning mark? Don't everybody speak at once, but you have time to figure it out. All right, for our very first humorous story, we have from a small but very, very industrious town, one that almost made it on television to be revitalized, the Camas Lions, President Leslie Chase. Come on up and entertain us.
I got mine here to win. Oh, microphone too? Oh,
Nothing
right.
but the best.
Give me the microphone. There you go. All right, I'm ready for this. You ready?
Ready.
Who's ready?
Ready.
Nobody ready? Well, let's see here. What's a pirate's favorite letter? Oh, come on. What's a pirate's favorite letter? Oh, come on. We got diabetes and hunger and sight and all these things we got to do. Come on. What's a pirate's favorite letter? That's wrong. The pirate's favorite letter is C, because everybody knows a pirate loves the sea. But that's not the story. That's not the story. This is a true story. Happened just today on the way here today. You know this traffic light down here that takes like a half hour?
Yep.
Then you go to the next traffic light, takes like a half hour? Okay, I was sitting the first traffic light, takes a half hour, and I looked over, and there was a lady and a gentleman in the car next to me, and she was screaming and hollering and carrying on, and the guy didn't seem to care. And I thought that was, that's kind of absolutely normal. Went to the next light, and I looked over, and I noticed that wasn't the gentleman in the seat next to her, that was the bulldog. The bulldog was dressed in a nice Hawaiian shirt, and he's wearing sunglasses, he's belted in, he's all comfortable. And I realized right then that out there in the hills somewhere, somebody from Kelso, an old man, sitting out in his backyard naked, thinking he got the better end of this deal. And that's my story. But that's all you get for free.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is Thomas Lefevre from Longview Kelso Early Birds in our midst tonight? 30 strikes with a cannonball from Kalama.
Yeah. Well, good evening. This happened a long time ago, so it's an old story, but I haven't told anybody for a long time, so here we go. Y'all doing okay? Yeah. All right. The last guy did an R, but I can do a W. So, about 45 years ago, I was fairly new to this area. I'd met a friend of mine, and I was used to fishing back in Kansas. Wichita area. Yay! And so, as you know, the few that's from Kansas, you have creeks, you have little ponds, and you got the Big Arkansas River, which is about that deep. So, I didn't know anything about fishing in this area, but my friend, who hadn't fished for a while, said, "I'll teach you." So he had an old pole. It was a boat pole with a long handle. So it took about 2 days for him to gather enough equipment and to give me enough instructions on how to fish in the Great Northwest that we finally made it down to the river. The first cast he went, didn't go very far. He said, "Oh, guy, I can do better than this." So he reared back and threw it out. And as I watched the cast, the pole went out into the river, and he's standing there holding the handle in his hand. I looked at that, and I thought, this is a culmination of all that instruction that he's been giving me. I died. I fell on the ground. His girlfriend fell on the ground, and we saw him throw the handle into the river, pick up his little brown sack of tackle, threw it in the river, and I think it took him about 5-8 years to ever try and fish again. But that's the humorous story.
Pretty good so far. I'm going to kind of talk for a couple minutes among yourselves, give the judges time to do. Judges, when you're ready for the next one, kind of raise your hand. And I went pretty fast last time. Pardon me?
Is the witch telling a story tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I could tell you a funny story. Really quick. This is for all of you in my age category who have one of these things attached to them. I have this old cell phone, has everybody's number in it, everybody's address. I am so cool. I am just so cool. So I go to, I don't know where it was, and it said, "Do you want to delete?" And I have these messages from here to Portland and back. Of course I want to delete. And it says, "Are you sure?" Of course I'm sure. Deleting phone book. Deleting address book. No, I pick it up, I'm running out. I said, Terry, it's deleting everything. Terry, who has a flip phone, he tells everybody, it's very flip. He's looking at me like I'm speaking backward Chinese. So next day, I get myself composed. I send out to my daughter, "Would you please send to the family and tell them that I need their addresses and their phone numbers, because I mean, they all know I erased it." We have 9 grandchildren. Without a fail, every single one of them said, "Hi, Grandma, it's me. I love you too." I just want the rotary phone back. I just want the paper phone book. You know, anyway. You ready, judges? Okay, here we go. Pardon me? The what? From far away, this person had to pack a big suitcase, drag it behind him, travel many, many miles. Steve Patterson, Longview Pioneer.
Stand up.
Ah, get out of here. Get your back, yeah? The last chance. One last chance. Ah!
This, my friends, is a short story. It's all about being short. Back in junior high school, it started. Went to gym class and the instructor said, "All right, all of you out there, line up with somebody your own size." And I always got left out. It didn't bother me till I got to high school. Same thing. Everybody line up with someone your own size so we can do our activity. Still didn't happen. It was a lonely time. However, I met a girl. Great time in high school. I took her to the local Lions Park swimming pool. We went down to the end that says 5 feet, jumped in, we damn near drowned. About that same time, there was a guy, an upperclassman, he kept pushing me and pushing me. It was, you know, it's the old story about the bully. And he kept it up and he kept it up. Finally, I'd had enough. I head-butted him in the knee. And that was over. I went off to college. It was my period of enlightenment. I joined a group and found out I was oppressed. I was always overlooked. Standing next to a big basketball player one day, he says, "Hey, it's raining." I went, "No, it's not." "Oh, yeah, yes it is." So if you're short, you know, we're the last to know it's raining. So I found out at the college parties that I wasn't short, I was fun size. I became the package good things come in. Other things that I discovered in college, whenever I fell down, I didn't get hurt. I'm too close to the ground. I always appreciate life because I'm always looking up. I went to church to seek enlightenment and was told, God made you the height you are when you reached perfection. You got there a little sooner than a lot of us. So I think I'm tall enough now to be taken seriously. I consume less food. I require less clothing. More of us can fit on this planet at the same time. We're eco-friendly, and we're a sustainable human being.
Well done, Steve, well done. Well done, Steve. We have a little change, sidestepping from humorous stories. We're going to do one of our 5-minute achievement speeches tonight. But before we do that, I would like to introduce Danielle Gorwinski. She's a Lysander Leo. She's not competing. She needs practice performing before a group. So let's give Danielle, she has to set up her stuff a little bit, so let's give her a nice lion's walk.
Will you pass me the phone, please?
Here's this techie stuff. Harley is doing other things. Okay, ready?
That was all I would do. Wait, don't play yet, don't play yet. Okay. Can I talk a little bit first?
That's okay.
Hi. I'm not a pirate. It's okay. So I am Danielle Goronsky. I am currently Miss Lysander's Outstanding Teen. And next weekend, I will be competing for the title of Miss Washington's Outstanding Teen in the Miss America pageant system. And so I just finished up learning my talent, which is what I will be performing for you. I am doing Poor Unfortunate Souls from The Little Mermaid, but I'm performing it in American Sign Language. So, I don't know if there's any other details. Loud enough.
That's what I do. It's what I'm there for. To help unfortunate merfolk like yourself. Souls with no one else to turn to. I admit in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways. Repentance in the night and made a sweet yes. And I thought you were a little magic. It's a talent that I always have to refine. And your lady, please don't laugh. I use it on behalf of the miserable, the lonely, and depressed. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one no need to be thinner. That one wants to get the girl into a hell. Yes, indeed. Those poor unfortunate souls, so sad, so true. They come bucking for my cold dries, they'll touch the bees, and I help them. Yes, I do. Now it's happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake them across the globe. Yes, I've had no complaints, but on the whole, I've been a saint. To this poor, unfortunate soul.
Good, sweetheart, very good. Oh, that's that ticky turn. Good job, good job. And now we're going to hear from Bob Jessen from Longview Pioneers and his 5-minute achievement speech.
Nice tie, Bob.
Which,
Who's the timer?
yeah, who's the timer? He's going to be the timer.
Good evening, Lions. I am Bob Jessen, a proud member of the Longview Pioneer Lions. We have been selling concessions in the summer for over half a century to fund a major portion of our community projects and donations. My speech will be centered around making of kettle corn, one of our most popular concession items. The summer concession season runs from the 1st of July to the end of August. It's very demanding and requires a tremendous amount of manpower to staff. We purchased an old kettle corn machine in 2004 and added kettle corn to our concession list. To make kettle corn, you need to put on the following items: long pants, heavy long sleeve shirt, thick gloves, and a face shield to protect against the burning hot kernels. Trust me, you need this gear or you will get burnt and it will hurt. The kettle corn making process was simple. Dump all ingredients into the kettle, start stirring till your arms and back ache and all the popcorn is popped in the kettle. Immediately dump the popcorn into a steel bin before it burns. The steel bin is awkward and hard to lift. Shake the bin vigorously to eliminate the old maids out the bottom. Lift and carry the bin over about 10 feet to place on 2 sawhorses where the kettle corn can be bagged. Repeat the process over and over and over. After 30 minutes, your body is totally worn out and you are ready to drop. After 15 years of making kettle corn in this manner, it got harder and harder to find people willing to sign up to stir the kettle. Many of our club members went on the DL. DL is a baseball term referring to a player who cannot play. My DL stands for disabled lion, unable to stir the kettle. The injuries included sore shoulders, rotator cuff problems, sprained wrists, elbows, and backs. Last summer, we made most of the kettle corn at the Lion shop because we couldn't get anyone to sign up to stir the kettle. We would have made kettle corn at the event. The aroma of the kettle corn cooking in the kettle would have created more sales each night. There was much discussion at the end of the 2018 summer concession season about dropping kettle corn because of the lack of participation in making it. Lion Louis Fickett did extensive research on new kettle corn machines, and at the next board meeting, it was discussed to purchase a new machine. The discussion was intense and heated. The vote passed by a few votes, the motion passed by a few votes to purchase the Little Slugger model. The new model would be self-stirring with a full lid cover that required no safety clothing for making kettle corn. Like the old machine, the new machine uses propane to heat the kettle, but the new machine requires electricity to rotate the rods in the bottom of the kettle that keep the corn from burning. The Little Slugger has a dump bin on wheels to place under the kettle. No more lifting the heavy bin off the ground. Our mission was to pull everyone together in supporting the new expensive machine. We encouraged Lions to participate in making kettle corn again. We needed to make the process of making kettle corn fun again. We began experimenting with new flavors: sassy apple, blue raspberry, banana, cherry, cinnamon toast, caramel, and Louis' specialty jalapeno kettle corn. Lion Cindy Fickett created a certificate of achievement we presented at luncheons honoring those who've learned how to operate the new machine correctly. Even before the concession season begins this July, we have been selling kettle corn. We sold 4 times at Walmart, Squatch Fest Day, Earth Day. We have scheduled 2 new events this summer concession season, totaling 5 more days of kettle corn sales. All these extra sales will pay off the machine, put money in the bank for our club's community projects. We need our Pioneer Lions Club working together to achieve success. You need your club working together to achieve success. We look forward to a profitable concession season this summer. Making kettle corn is again fun. Pioneer Lion. Thank you.
And Bob, you have samples over here, correct? Yes. Over there, so go sample some of that tremendous kettle corn. All right, I'll give the judges a few minutes. This one will take a little bit longer to judge. Talk among yourselves. Did you know that one day last week I was walking down the straw road and I saw a donkey? He was a Winky Wonky donkey. I also saw a donkey walking down the road and he only had 3 legs. He was a Slinky Winky Wonky donkey. And I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. He had 3 legs. He had 1 eye. And that morning he got up late and he had to run out and didn't have coffee, so he was cranky. Honky donkey, winky wonky donkey. I was standing at the podium being a hinky hinky honky donkey wonky donkey when the captain of the ship said, "Give me the microphone." I don't know, but you wanted the microphone. In the middle of it, she could have talked to me about what I
She's pretty animated, isn't she?
wanted to do. How you coming, judges? Okay, here, it's here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get these done.
High five. High five.
All right, judges, you ready? All right, the next group is, I'm not quite sure, I'm just not quite sure how to put this, but they too have come from the Pioneer place down the road. They are talented beyond belief. You aren't going to be able to believe how much talent this ragtag group of pirates has. So without further ado, stand up and make yourself known for Vancouver Lions musical comedy. They have assured me that they did not practice. Come on, you pirates. Do you want to go up on the stage?
On stage? Yeah, we can do on stage. You guys want to go on stage? Oh, I don't know. That makes me a little nervous with this eye patch. Here, let me.
We could be in front.
So,
Let me pick up.
come on, me pirates. Get up here.
Yeah, I can't.
It's kind of hard to read with this eye patch. Here, let me move it over here.
I can't read with my left eye.
But just
Okay.
to start, we can be bought. We have bullions to be bought.
Okay, where's the
Chocolate, milk
where's
chocolate.
the judges?
Where are the judges?
Where's the judges?
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand, judges. All right, here, give them some of this. Here, everybody, go over there. Bribe the judges. I mean, tell the judges that
There's some out there.
this will help. Now, while they are helping the judges to decide how to make the right decision, let me teach you the refrain to our song. Many of you will already know it. Repeat after me. Way, hey, blow the man down. Way, hey, blow the man down. Give me some time to blow the man down. Give me some time to blow the man down. Okay, you know what? It's only about 30 more verses.
So you're on.
You guys ready?
Ready.
Come all ye young lions that follows the sea. Way, hey, blow the man down. Now please pay attention and listen to me. Give me some time to blow the man down. I'm a deep water lion that's come from Hong Kong. Way, hey, blow the man down. You give me some projects, I'll sing you a song. Give us some time to blow the man down. When a trim young lion's preparing for sea, way, hey, blow the man down. We'll split your sides laughing, such sights you will see. Give us some time to blow the man down. There's bell ringers and Santas, fine school and all. Way, hey, blow the man down. They're all working for lions, heeding the call. Give us some time to blow the man down. When a big fruit fills freighters arriving to dock, hey, hey, blow the man down. The boy and girl lions on the pier head to flock. Give us some time to blow the man down. When the lion's fruit comes home, the work moves to dry land. Hey, hey, blow the man down. Our fruit leader riots and roars out the commands. Give us some time to blow the man down. Come quickly lay aft to the boxes of fruit. Way, hey, blow the man down, or I'll help you along with the toe of me boot. Give us some time to blow the man down. Pay attention to orders now, you one and all. Way, hey, blow blow the man down. We must get this fruit to the Vancouver Mall. Give us some time to blow the man down. 'Tis larboard and starboard, on deck you will plug. Hey, hey, blow the man down. For awesome Dave Rich commands our Lions Club. Give us some time to blow the man down. I hope that gold really works, because the talent is not
We
good.
have more stuff to brighten.
Private, the judges. That's my Lions Club. All right, we ready, judges? Or do you need more time? Moving right along, we have 3 more humorous stories. But before, where's Captain Mark?
Right here.
What did we say we were going to do that? As you can guess, this is not rehearsed. It is impromptu from the word go. When are we going to do the churches?
When did you want me to?
How about we do it right here?
That's what you told me last time.
Is that what I told you? I haven't changed my mind?
No.
Oh. All right.
You tell me when.
Okay. Oh, I love telling you what to do. 3 more humor stories. First off, up at the docket, that pirate Scallywag. We've heard her before. She's always great. Come on right up. Kathy Morrison, Hazel Del Ryan. Okay, Mark, I wrote it down.
What are you writing notes about?
Oh, okay.
As seniors, we hear a lot about aging in place. No, don't go to those nursing homes. Stay at home, stay in your nice, comfortable chair, whatever. I don't know. I thought 3 meals and no dishes to wash sounded pretty good, but sounds good to me. But I decided I'd give this aging in place thing a try. So I got the list. You know, they always send you these lists of things you're supposed to do. So I checked the roof. The roof, yeah, it's in good shape. Gutters aren't clogged up. We're fine there. Paint's in good shape. Tacked down all the area rugs so I wouldn't trip as I went through the house in the dark. I got one of those tubs, you know, the kind you walk into and then wait in the cold while the water gets in. Took care of that. Got one of those little button things that you push so the handsome paramedic will come and lift you up off the floor when you've fallen down. Haven't tried it yet, but I will. I thought I was in pretty good shape. I was all ready for this. And then this nice young man came around selling windows. Oh, I don't need windows, I said. Mine let in the sunshine and they keep out the rain, and I have a ringside seat for all the goings on in the cul-de-sac. Why would I need windows? Oh, he said, our windows are so wonderful. They are double paned. They do much better job of keeping your house insulated. They'll keep it toasty warm in the winter, and they won't let the heat in the summertime. These windows are so wonderful, they pay for themselves in a year. Well, obviously I needed new windows. So they came and took out the old ones, put in the new ones, and he was right. Kept my house so nice and warm in the wintertime, not a breath of that cold air came in. And in the summer, lift the windows up in the evening, let the cool air in, close them up in the daytime, stays nice and cozy all day. Oh, I'm so glad I got new windows. About a week ago, Tom from the accounting department at the window store called. How are your windows doing, he said. Oh, I said, these are the most wonderful windows. Why, they're the next best thing to sliced bread. Well, if they're so wonderful, why haven't you paid for them, he said. Well, they're paid for, I said. Oh, he said, ma'am, I have the accounting books right here. You haven't sent us a check. You haven't used your credit card to pay us. You haven't come in and paid us cash. How can they be paid for? Well, they paid for themselves, I said. What? He said. Well, that's what your nice young man told me. These windows are so wonderful, they pay for themselves in a year. Spend a year, they're paid for. There was a long silence, and then a sigh, and he hung up the phone. Poor man. How awful to have one of those senior moments and forget that your windows pay for themselves in a year. Thank you.
Doug Harvey, are you ready to do a musical performance? Where are you here? War yourself.
Okay, Lions. All you pirates and pirettes, all you mateys and mateettes, we're going to sing a song together. We're going to sing it in the key of C flat. That way Hal Palmer can join in. So here we go. We're going to sing the Battle of New Orleans. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. At 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans. We caught the mighty British in a town of New Orleans. Wait a minute. What does that have to do with pirates? What you don't know, Andrew Jackson was saved by the pirates. Jean Lafayette and his pirate crew saved the United States of America. And that group, just like sailors and merchantmen and seamen, had their own family. Okay, they had kids. They had their own family. The song I'm going to sing to you now is in honor of that. The sheep's in the meadow, the cows in the corn. Now is the time for a child to be born. You'll laugh at the moon, you'll cry for the sun. If it's a boy, you'll carry a gun. Sang the crow on the cradle. Crow on the cradle, black on the white. Somebody's baby is born for a fight. Crow on the cradle, white on the black. Somebody's baby is not coming back. Sang the crow on the cradle. Get me my gun, I'll shoot that bird dead. That's what your mother and father once said. But crow on the cradle, what can we do? That is the thing I must leave up to you. Sang the crow on the cradle. Sang the crow on the cradle.
Hi, by the hand. Don't walk off the microphone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Eric Cole, the Central Lions is going to entertain us with a humorous story. Here's Harry Hop. Hoppy. Hoppy. Eric Hoppy. Okay.
Yeah.
Help me.
All right, good evening, everybody. I heard there were some people from Kansas here.
Yeah! Get a rope.
Well, when I was a little kid, we got a new pastor in our church, and he came from Kansas. I lived in Colorado. And he told us, the first thing he said was there were a lot of people that told him the only good thing that came out of Kansas was an empty bus. Oh. I don't have a good, funny story. I've got a bunch of funny little chapters here, and pretty much all of them are self-deprecating. So don't let this get out to my wife and my kids, because I'm going to be talking about them a little bit. The first self-deprecating story is about myself. This same pastor once told us, he's like, I was a father over in Vietnam in the war, And he says, I lost half my leg. And I told him, which half? That's a true story when you're young and stupid. So when I was first going out with my wife, she was over at my house having dinner with my parents and myself. We're all sitting around eating, and she looks up and says, these are the best cucumbers I've ever had. How did you ever cook them? My mom and my dad and myself, we stopped eating, and we all slowly looked at her and looked down at her plate of zucchini and then looked back at her. Boy, so we did get married. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, though, because many years later, my firstborn, my son, went to the store and he got all the ingredients to make a salad. I went to check out what he was doing, and he had done sliced up about 4 zucchinis to put into his cucumber salad. That is the truth. On the note of my son, when he was about this big and still in one of those car seats in the back of the car, one of his favorite songs to sing along to was the good old Sammy Hagar song, I Can't Drive 'Cause I'm 55. For those of you who know the song, right on. The same young man once, again when he was really young, got a present from his grandmother and his grandfather. A nice, every kid needs a Bible when they're young. And he holds it up and he says, look, Mom and Dad, I got a Holly Bible. That's a true story. And I'll tell you what, whenever the family gets together, we bring up all these true stories. So, even as you grow older, sometimes you just don't think when you speak. And when my son graduated from basic training, we went down to see him, and on family day, right, on graduation, you're allowed to take him off post. And he wanted to eat everything that he could that wasn't healthy. Donuts, pizza, anything. So we're walking through this mall, and he looks up at this store, and we don't have any of those stores here. But it had all these cookies and muffins and everything in the window. And he said, Dad, let's go into the Nestle store. Obviously, I didn't make enough Toll House cookies with him as a kid. And that's a true story. So, not to leave my wonderful daughter out of the fray, once when she was really little, she came up and we were watching TV and she says, Mom, Dad, look at that on the TV. That's a record player. And we looked at each other and go, man, we're old. And I just had one more thing to add. Somebody talked a little bit about a telephone, wish we had the rotary phones again. How many of you ever were on a party line? Rock and roll, right? So your ring was like a long and a short, and the neighbor's ring was 2 longs and a short, and you always knew when you had the long and the short that old grandma, what's her name, down the road was picking up the phone listening to me talk to my friends. Yeah, we had party lines too. Right on. Anyway, thank you guys very much. I'll be here till Thursday.
The phone at our house, if it rings in the attic, it's for Mrs. Reagan down the street. Don't answer it. Last but not least, and then we're going to do the pirate chest. And we're all going to parade around and show off our fancy-dancy pirate clothes. And Kathy Crawford, past district governor from Vader, come up and entertain us. Pardon me? Okay. I believe it. I mean, I have it down, but I believe it.
Are you ready? Well, I'm here to tell you a little story about a young lady who was in middle school in the Wichita area of Kansas, as it turns out. So she was writing an essay and she asked her father for some help. She said, "Dad, what's the difference between anger and exasperation?" Dad said, "Well, it's pretty much a matter of degree. Here, I'll give you some examples." So he pulls out his cell phone. Just happen to have one here. Pulls out his cell phone and he puts it on speaker and he randomly dials a number. So a man answers the call and Dad says, "Hello, is Melvin there?" The man said, "There's nobody here by the name of Melvin. Why don't you bother looking at the number before you dial it?" And click. So Dad tells the daughter, I think he wasn't too happy, but that was pretty much just him being annoyed. He says, "Okay, now for the second example." He hits redial. Phone rings again. His voice says, "Hello?" Dad says, "Hi, is Melvin there?" The guy just goes off. He's like, "What are you doing? I told you not to call this number again. I told you to look up the number before you dial it. What the heck are you doing? Get a clue, click." So Dad tells the daughter, "Okay, that was anger." So daughter says, "Well, what's exasperation?" He said, "Watch." He hits redial one more time. The phone rings. Hysterical voice says, "What?" He says, "Hi, this is Melvin. Do I have any messages?"
Okay, and to round off our evening of enjoyment, the La Center Lions.
That's it?
Do you need the, do you need the mic?
Did you bring the whole club?
Are you standing up?
While the judges are tallying up all their marks and doing all those good things, if you have completed your treasure hunt and you have your pirate name written at the top and your lion name at the bottom, past District Governor Kathy Crawford has a chest over there and she is collecting your completed treasure hunts, and we're going to draw for 3 or 4 prizes. So if you haven't turned your papers in, you need to do that. I don't see a mad rush, Kathy, so it looks like most everybody has done that. Now, as District Governor Mark was going around his famous DG, the Great District G, he left a token behind at every club. And so here he is to do his deed.
Do his deed? Okay. Dirty deeds are done dirt cheap. Is that what it is? Okay. How many brought their key today? That's it? Oh, there's going to be a lot of sad. How much money is in the pirate's chest? $2,100. But how much is in the drawing? $710. So if my winch can come up here and help me. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We have a pirate's chest right here. And I'm going to put it right here. What we're going to do is we're going to draw. We got a little bingo machine over here with all the numbers, and the order that I visit the clubs is going to, your club was assigned a number. So I'm going to turn that machine, it's going to pop out balls with numbers, and then I'm going to read which club it is. And if the club is here, and you have the key, then come right down here at the bottom of your seat, right down the front row. Because we're going to have 3 clubs come down here. And then we're going to draw, I got 3 keys. And to insert another level of randomness, you get to pick 1 key. And one of the keys is going to open up the treasure chest. And if you can unlock the treasure chest, then Terry Sutphin, where's Terry? He left with the money. There's Terry. Terry then will write a check to your club for $710. Okay? And if you come up here and you didn't get the key, your ball goes back in. But if you can only win 1 time. Okay? All right. So if you come down here, the 2 that pick the key that doesn't work, you're back in. Your ball's back in for tomorrow, and we're either tomorrow at lunch and tomorrow at dinner. All right. Here we go. So we're gonna call off the club, and if you have a key and I call off the club name, then it's like Price is Right. You get to run down here. All right. Okay. All right, here it goes. Okay, so let's see, that's ball number 9. Ball number 9 is what club? Wahkiakum. You got a key, good. Come on down. Okay, second club. Number 6. Peninsula. Peninsula lost a chance. And Club 42. Le Center. Hey, it's a ball. It's at random. And guess what? Hey, wait. Here. No. It's Le Center. Here. Where's King Lion Jason? Jason, did you bring the key? Where's the key? That's what? I know. What?
It says Le Center and Lions.
No, leading.
But it says Le Center Lions.
No. Okay, 18.
Good try.
Kelso. The reason they're not here is such a long trip for them. 33. Ocean Shores. 28. Toledo Lioness. Oh my gosh, you guys. 8.
I think that was more than 3 balls, wasn't it?
Hazeldale. All right. Vader Lions. Okay. Okay, so you get first choice, Terry. Okay, so now you go over here and you get to try it. If it unlocks, you get $710. Nope, sorry. Okay, Hazeldale. There he is. Okay.
Okay.
There's the treasure. Oh, wait, where's your key? Where's your key? You don't get to keep the key. Okay, so congratulations to Hazeldale, $710. Now, you have a choice. If you can put it in your admin account, or you could give it to LCIF, or you could give it to Leader Dog, or you give it to LERC, or you give it to Northwest Lions Leadership Foundation, or CARE. It's your choice. It's a close decision. All right, go. Congratulations to Hazeldale.
Hey, Gov, we pulled it off.
Yes, we did.
Actually, you pulled it off. We have one last thing before we call it quits. So while I'm trying to put my techie skills to work to get some music going, I would like to have all of those who would like to take part in the pirate contest judging to come stand up here in front, and this is how it's going to work. If I can get the music to play, and I've been practicing, then you're going to parade around the room. It will be led by District Governor Mark, and Vice Council Chair J.D. Neller is going to bring up the rear, and you'll parade around the room, look them over. We're going to have 2 winners. We're going to have a male best costume and a female best costume. So will I do the music?
So line up
You
here.
line up here.
Line up here. Let's go. Male and female. Male and female.
Right here.
Oh, hey.
Okay, line up. We're going to parade around. Look at this.
Watch that sword.
Okay, follow me, pirate.
All right. Okay, go on. Go.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage, we plunder, we rifle and loot, drink up me money, yo ho. We kidnap and ravage and don't give a hoot, drink up me money, yo ho. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We extract the pilfer, we filch and sack, drink up me money, yo ho. We're all in the prison and even I drink up me money, yo ho. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We can never try flaming and rock, drink up me money, yo ho. The city we're in a flight, drink up me money, yo ho. Well, I'm from schedule still today, shook out me money, yo ho. The devil's selection, bringing my legs, drink up me money, yo ho. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We're begging and praying and
no, no, my dad's pick up me, honey, yo ho. I'm up with my mommy, the dad's pick up me, honey, yo ho. Man, this ass is scallywags. Captain's on deck.
Aye, lads, that's right. A pirate's life for me. Freedom on the open ocean. With the wind at your back, the spray of the sea.
Okay, stop at the end.
That's what it means to be a pirate.
I can't hear you.
Whatever it takes to brave these waters and call yourself a swashbuckling buccaneer. So welcome aboard the Black Pearl. Savile. Yo ho, a pirate's not for me. We pillage, we plunder, we rifle and loot, drink up me on each other. We kidnap the rubbish and token the hood, drink up me on each other. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We extort and pilfer, we filch and sack, drink up me on each other. More and embezzling, even hijack, drink up me on each other. But there'll be dangers on the sea. Can ye face a pirate's curse? Yo ho, a pirate's life.
Men up front. Boys two, boys two. Come on, boys two.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. All right, let's have all the men up in front.
Ladies and gentlemen. Guys right here. It's like the good old days.
That way you get to step on the ball first. Oh, there you go. There you go. I get it. I like it. They show no better now.
Hey, 20 paces. Back to back. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
District Governor, get your men under control here.
Helen. Helen.
What?
Come up here.
I am.
Where are you?
Right here.
You need a Steve Patterson imitation. Okay. I'm going to walk down this row, and everybody holler for the costume as I pass that they think is the best of the men. You guys are all going to get taken license. Okay, here we go. Okay, one more time, a little faster. You're in the wrong row, buddy. Into that row.
All right. He's picking a chosen few. Here we go.
Wrong person. I brought the wrong person. Okay, these are the finalists. Finalists, come together. Finalists, come together. Finalists, come together. All right, ready? Okay, here. That. All right, you guys are now the finalists. Okay, you're done. Oh, you're done. We're done. I'm done. Good job. Okay, we got 5. Ready? is a winner!
George, before you leave, congratulations.
Thank you, dear.
And for your extinguished. Yes. I'm trying to think of something to do with distinguished with your uniform. But I want you to know that this was very carefully selected from our local dollar store. Where it went. All right, ladies, it's your turn.
Okay, come on, ladies. Ready? Here we go. I tell you what, you guys are way too short. Move up. Okay. Okay, finalists. Let's see, finalists. Okay, finalists, stay. Come together, finalists. All right, here we go. Finalists. Now this is,
Well, we all know I'm from the future, so I win.
I want to say, this is a pirate costume competition. Okay, we start from this end. Finalists. This is a tough one now. All right, ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? They were cheering for her. Ready? Go, here you go.
There, you sweet young wench, straight from the dollar store. Wear it well.
Good job, Heather. Anything else for me?
Well, you scallywags, all good things must come to an end, and such it is tonight. Let's give a round of applause to everyone who took part. A special round for our judges who stepped up to help make this worthwhile. We have here, I'm going to pull out 4 just random treasure map. At the end of the counter, there's a few little prizes laid out. Help yourself. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so the very first one belongs to Red Bones Barnacle. Thomas Lefevre, La Center. From the bottom of the chest. First of all, did you like this? I thought that worked out well. Red Bones of the Coast. Terry Elfries, Wakayakum. What is it? Let's get one from this side. Here we go. Matey Head Swashbuckler. Nilda Pyramin La Center. Bowman Storm Patch Bark. Come on down, Dolly Harvey. And last but not least, for these one eye. I think there's a lot of these. Darlene from Pioneer Alliance. Just a reminder that Longview Pioneer is hosting a open house, kind of a let your hair down party at the top of the stairs. And are there any conference announcements for tomorrow from either one of our scallywags?
Get a good night's sleep and show up early. What time is early?
Early is, what time? The opening session begins at, morning session? 8:30, all right. And breakfast probably will take a little while, so you want to plan on that. All right, and with that, adieu. Sail your ships.